shape it is being delivered with, and I'm happy to get the pace of the wicket. Plenty of time in 50-over cricket to get in and build an innings. Deep Singh driven nicely, very nicely to get the captain off the mark. That confident leave the ball before, I think, is built into that shot. Boundary to close the 7th over. We'll have a commentary change after this. 7 bowled, 27 for 1. Okay, man.
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. We need to be fast. Coach. Who is the fastest? Whirling. Okay, Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्डिङ नै हो.
This is the fastest.
लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस. यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ. वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेटिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड.
To continue from the Perlin end, and I'd like to welcome Sharad Peswakar, the current cricketer of Nepal side and very experienced cricketer. Good morning, Sharad.
Good morning, Paresh, and good morning to all the viewers watching this live feed. Good to be back in the comm box again. Gulshan Jha continuing from the TU gate end. Yeah, Malaysia to a reasonably good start. 7 overs, 28 for 1. The most experienced 2 batters for Malaysia, Virandeep and Fayaz Ahmed. And seeing the replay, Fayaz trying to drive that ball, just missed getting the outside part of the bat, but still the boundary looks pretty quick for it.
Yes, I think that was intentional by Fayaz to open his face to get the gap, even though he got the one hand off, and that's nicely flicked away in the boundary into the deep square leg for yet another for Faiz. That was a very good shot, a controlled shot by him.
Yeah, nicely clipped there by Fayaz. A rank bat delivery down the legs. And with the quality Fayaz has, he's not going to miss out on that. You can see there, just over pitched on the leg stump. It was nicely clipped away.
Yeah, that was totally in control by Faiz, a very experienced batter. And talking about this Nepal team, sir, you were in the preliminary squad, let's say a 30 player squad. So what has been the talk in between you and the head coach to build up the team? That is what the head coach Monty Desai talks about.
Well, yes, I was lucky enough to be part of the preliminary squad of 28 guys. It's nice to be there for a week or so and get experience from the coach himself, Monty Ball as they call him now. And the things he has brought in the team, the work done by him and the effort put in by the team itself is showing all the results. All those team building sessions are making a huge difference.
That was nicely bowled and nicely played by Faiz for a single down to third man. Good cricket all round. Yeah, talking about team building, 11 ODIs win in 12 ODIs. That's a remarkable achievement for the national side of Nepal. And the confidence is there. And they are looking to win this trophy to get to the Asia Cup. What are your thoughts on that, Shad?
Well, to be honest, at first, when we were actually looking down the barrel to save the ODI status, to be honest, but the coach had so much confidence in this team. And he was always saying, guys, we are going to win all 12 out of 12, actually. And I was questioning myself at that time, like, would it be really possible in this level of cricket? But now the result is there. You can see what he has done for the team and the team effort by the boys. And we are straight into the qualifier for it.
Yeah, it's up to you all and the head coach Monty Desai with that immaculate wins over Scotland and Namibia, UAE and PNG. A short ball down to the leg side. Right willy so wide given by the umpire, but it's too high. I think because of the height it was given as wide. Again, 1 for the over, signaled by the umpire. Look at the replay again. Yeah, that was definitely over the head high. A good decision by the umpire.
Gulshan Jha again running in for his 5th ball. Again bowling his stock length, which is back of the length. Stump to stump, that's his strength. Look at those scenes from the drone shot. Hazy Kathmandu in the background because of the forest fires going on around the country. Let's hope some light showers come in the night and clears away the skies. Hopefully it won't disturb the ground. This time of the season, rain is not that predictable, but still we hope that this tournament will be successfully hosted.
A quick single taken by Virandeep Singh after 8, Malaysia 35 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand washले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस। यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ। World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Body change, left arm around.
Lalit Narayan Rajbangshi is into the attack from the Chobar and aka Mehboob Alam. He's a very good bowler, Lalit, after the injury. He's been through his comeback matches have been very good. He's taken a piper in the Nepal T20 League earlier this year in December, January, I must say. He's been amongst the wickets and even Sandeep Laminchani. He's the leading wicket taker of Nepal in the ODIs. 99 wickets in the ODIs for him. Nicely clipped away off his pads by Virandeep Singh. Just for a single, they are rotating the strike. These two batsmen, India, building up some kind of a partnership. Oh, they need to bat like this, whereas Virandeep Singh, 7 of 25, has taken his time. Fives 9 of 6. Bulk of the scoring done by him in this partnership.
Yeah, Lalit Rajbangshi, what a comeback he has made after the injury, the terrible injury he had in his knee. Nice drift there by Lalit. Fayaz, little careful. Probably trying to find out his rhythm and engage the pitch. Nicely flighted there. Slightly over pitch, driven for a run by Fayaz. Nicely fielded there by Sompal as well.
driving that ball with the spin. Faiz, it looks to be in a very good touch, middling the ball. Every ball that is faced, that is played with the bat. Quick puller, but into the legs by Lalit.
So Paresh, you might have had a look at this wicket. What do you think of it? What score would be a par score here?
Nicely bowled. Getting the batsman to get into the front foot. Talking about the par score, if you bat well, if you stay there in excess of 270 to 80, will be good enough to defend if you bowl well.
Most certainly. With that ball done, Lalit Rajbangsi's first over done. Malaysia 37 for 1 after 9.
YouTube में गया हो मामा तो वहाँ देखने
Lifebuoy hand wash le marcha 99.9% bacteria र viruses. यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ. World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Probably trying to get some swing, pitching it up, which is the right thing to do in the early overs, but Fayaz equally good. You can see stand up and deliver by Fayaz Ahmed. Right in the gap. Glorious shot for 4 runs.
Again, you can see that he's opening his face to get that gap between mid-off and cover. And that shot shows that the wicket is so good to bat on. He played it on the rise. I don't think it will crumble as the day progresses. It'll remain the same. I think that is why Rohit Podel said that he was, again, a good shot. Beautiful cover drive again. Back-to-back boundaries for Faiz.
This one was even better by Fayaz. What a start he has had. 18 of 10 balls already. Again, slightly pitched up by Gulshan, but how well it was timed by Fayaz. Look at that, right off the middle of the bat. Classy cover drive, picture perfect shot. Fayaz Ahmed to a flying start. He's a very dangerous player, the most experienced player in the Malaysian squad. Captain Fayaz leading by example, taking the onus over him. Normally, he used to bat number 3 or 4, normally, or third down, but this time, this game, he has come up the order. What do you think, Paresh, about that tactical decision?
Nicely clipped off his pads. It was like a half pull and half flick. Devendra Singh Airi is in pursuit. Nicely done there by Sompal Kami. A good partnership in fielding there by these Nepalese fielders. And talk about the last shot, the cover drive that he played. It reminded me of you, Sharat. The way you batted, the way you played those cover drives and straight drives and full shots as well. Look at the fielding effort by Sompal Kami, a very good athlete in the field.
Yeah, equally run between the wickets by these two, Virendeep and Fayaz. Good understanding between them. They have been playing together for a long time. Talking about that cover drive, I guess, Paresh, you were a better cover driver than anyone else in the Nepal team when you were playing. Opening bat, Paresh Lohani. Nicely clipped away. Was the fine leg region for another single added to the total.
Yeah, look at that two cover drive did to Gulshan Shah. He's straying down to the leg side. He's pairing his line. That is good shots. Does to a bowler. Malaysia off to a good start here. 49 for 1 in the 10th over, the last over of the first power play in this innings. Pies 21 of 11, whereas Virendeep 8 of 29. Oh, that's a wide. A very ordinary bowling by Gulshan Shah here. Already given 34 runs in his 5th over. A touch expensive.
Yeah, trying to pitch it up, trying to get some swing. He did get some swing, but was wider than he expected, rightly given. A wide by the umpires. By the umpire. Gulshan Shah, yeah, a bit touch expensive, but getting that all-important wicket of Shakur. Nicely bowled there, back of the length, stump to stump.
And that's better by Gulshan Shah, bowling right on the money. A good comeback ball by him. Not giving away room to the batsman, not straying to the leg side. Like Sharad said, stump to stump, a very good length. 50 is up for Malaysia.
Are you happy with the start Nepal team has given? The line and lengths, the opening bowlers have bowled, Paresh. What do you think they could have improved?
Yeah, they could have improved the boundary balls that they have given the fuller length after 10, Malaysia 50 for 1.
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. We need to be fast. Coach. Who is the fastest? Whirling. Okay, whirling. Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्डिङ नै हो
This is the fastest.
लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Contribution of Pais 21 of 13, whereas Virendeep 5 of 12, including 4 boundaries.
Lalit Ravensapangshi back into the attack from the Chobar end for his second over. Lalit has played 16 ODIs till now, taking up 19 wickets with a decent average of just 18.78. How impressive he has been. With a newish ball, bowling with a newish ball in the 11th over. Do you expect any turn for it?
No, we cannot see any turn from him. The ball is going with the arm into the right-hander as of now. Again, does a sleight of turn, a vicious turn. Dare we say, drift, dip, and turn. That is what Lenny used to say. And he's even opened with a new ball in the last matches that he played against UAE and PNG. Look at the turn. Look at the drift. Look at the dip. That's a perfect left arm spinner's delivery.
That was a close call. Probably it hit the bat. Straight away, Lalit getting some purchase of the wicket. Probably he's getting the right pace to ball in this wicket. Yeah, just dripped a bit, hit the outside edge of the bat. Quick single taken. Early signs from this wicket of some turn. Nicely bowled there again by Lalit.
Yeah, the slower you bowl, that much purchase you get in this kind of a wicket in TU ground. That is why you should bowl leg cutters, the variation if you're a fast bowler. Nicely driven by Pais down to long off for a single. He looks to be in a very good touch and he's very confident against the fast bowlers and the spinners. Talking about Lalitar and Rajbangshi, he's getting that purchase, like you said, Sharat, getting the ball to drift, getting it to dip and getting that turn as well. Getting that inside edge, the ball going with the arm. After 11, Malaysia 2 for 1.
वो हटाए बन्ना जनरल को सेटअप
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand wash le macha 99.9% bacteria ra viruses. Yesle virus sanga लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ. World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Well, over in progress, and there's a new change in the bowling attack. The main strike bowler of Team Nepal, Sandeep Lamichhane, number 25, is on to the attack. Right arm leg break. Be an interesting battle between Fayaz and Lamichhane. Fayaz going so well. Sandeep being their premier bowler, look to take an early breakthrough and right on the spot, Sandeep Lamichhane.
Yeah, starts off right on the money, Sandeep Lamichhane, a very experienced bowler, world-class bowler. And look at that, getting it perfect, starting with a leg spinner. In recent times, in the last 2 months, he's bowled more of leg spins than googlies. Nicely tossed up. And nicely driven down the ground for a single by Pais. He looks to be in a very good touch. Whereas Virandeep Singh is taking his time.
Yeah, so talking about Lamichhane, he's just 1 wicket shy of his 100 ODI wicket for his. Be the quickest. Nicely punched there by Virandeep using the feet. I mean, down the track, right in the pitch of the ball. Nice intent shown by the batsman against the premier bowler.
Yeah, Sandeep is on 99 wickets in one-day internationals. Nicely fielded by Sopal Kami. Down to 45 in the leg side. And the match played between Nepal, Oman and UAE, that will be counted as one-day international. But this match will be counted as list A match. Oh, there's a collision between the batsmen. Luckily, I think Pais is down here. Got hit by Virandeep Singh. Total misunderstanding in between the wickets there for 2 Malaysian batsmen.
Unfortunate collision there between the 2 batsmen. Probably both the batsmen ball watching. Hopefully Fayaz is not too serious. Medical attention required at the moment. Good signs is just set up.
Hopefully Faiz is not badly injured. That was a very bad collision between these 2 batsmen, Virandeep Singh and Ahmad Faiz, the captain of Malaysia. He's on his feet. It's good to go. Good signs here. Good news. This was the first wicket to go. Shokur was the batsman. The bat flew away off his hands.
That's our scenes from the commentary box. Our very own legendary Paresh Lohani. See all his tattoos. Is that a new one, Paresh?
Yeah, it's a new one. Just got it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, things are changing. Good artists in Kathmandu. You can see the Nepal team as well. A lot of guys with tattoos. You can see so many tattoo corners in Nepal. And with the 12th over done, Malaysia are 55 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand washले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाई
Lalit looks in very, very good rhythm. Nowadays, whenever Lalit bowls, he reminds me of our legendary Basant Regmi Paresh.
That ball went with the arm down to the leg side. I don't think the bowler or the keeper appealed. The spectators appealed. Yeah, talking about Basant Regmi. He was the premier bowler for Nepal. Left arm orthodox. He used to turn viciously in this wicket. Nicely bowled again in the right areas. Lalit building up a pressure here.
Telling you some of the stories in the camp where Basant used to be part of and Lalit was just debuting. Nicely cut there. The back foot by Fayaz for another single. And the role Basant has played in grooming Lalit Paresh, he used to be his room partner. He used to compulsory. He used to be his like Lalit used to be Basant's room partner so that he could groom Lalit on his skills. And now you can see all those experience shared by Basant is helping Lalit a lot. The performances he's giving in international games, Lalit, I'm sure Basant would be a proud mentor.
Yeah, that is what a senior pro should do to a youngster. Keep on talking to him. Keep on talking about the skills in bowling. Encouraging him. That is what Basant did to Lalit. A very good job done by Basant Regmi. I think he's still playing in the States. He's playing the minor league there. Nicely bowled again by Lalit.
Yes, that's what I've heard of him. He's playing the minor leagues and the weekend games, the A Division Premier games. We wish him well. Nicely fielded there by his own bowling, Lalit. The 13th over done. Malaysia are 56 for 1.
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. Need to be fast. Coach. Who is the fastest? Whirling. Okay, whirling. Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्डिङ नै हो
This is the fastest.
लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Whether comical dismissal for him. The bat flying away off his hands, whereas Birandeep is not out on 10 of 37. Buys the captain 25 of 23. A good partnership here with these two batsmen. The current rate is 4.31. A good one for Malaysia. Sandeep Laimanchani, the magician of the Nepal team, is going to continue from the pavilion end. Only 4 extras given by Nepal in After 13 overs, they've bowled. Oh, nicely bowled. A bit slower and shorter in his length. He's mixing his pace, mixing his length as well. He's a very smart bowler.
Yeah, we haven't seen one of his googlies yet, Paresh. Nicely driven there by Fayaz towards the cover region. Diving effort there by Lalit, but crashes into the holding boards for another sweetly timed boundary.
Yeah, this is what Faiz has been doing throughout this innings. Yet another beautiful cover drive by him. Off the spinner, Sandeep Lamechani, a world-class bowler, hitting him like this for a cover drive. Look at that shot. Look at his body. Look at his head. Completely balanced. Beautiful cover drive. Nicely cut away again. Slight misfield by Kushal Malla. Oh, that's Kushal Patel. He's a very good fielder. A single taken by these two batsmen. Faiz moves to 30.
A good partnership there between these two. Sandeep onto his second over. Probably trying to get his rhythm back after a decent break. Virandeep looking pretty good, showing some intent, coming down the track to Sandeep. Nicely bowled again by Sandeep. Slight misfield. Single taken by Virandeep.
Yes, he's taking that challenge. If it's ball a bit in the air, that is why Virandeep is going after the bowling. That was a googly attempted by Sandeep Lamechani, but it was very full, nicely driven by Faiz for a single down to sweep a cover. At the end of 14 overs, Malaysia 63 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand wash ले माछा 99.9% bacteria र viruses. यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ. World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Faiz is attacking from the other end. Good understanding between these two batsmen, apart from that collision that they had earlier, but they have been running between the wickets very good.
Yeah, these two seem to have very good understanding. Probably they understand each other's game well. Quick single taken again there by Fayaz.
Faiz played with soft hands and straight to the fielder, and the fielder was Dipender Singh Aire. Even though they took a very good short single, good understanding between the wickets, between these two.
That one just coming with the arm. Slight hesitation there between these two, but no harm done. So the other match simultaneously going on between Singapore and Hong Kong in Mulpani, the first international match probably, Paresh, in Mulpani cricket ground. Singapore batting first. After 15 overs, Singapore are 69 for 2. Would be a very good game between those two teams as well. Singapore and Hong Kong know each other so well. Both would be looking for a good start, or a winning start. Talking about Malaysia versus Nepal, used to be good opponents when you used to play Paresh.
Nicely played again with soft hands by Faiz down to vacant area at sweep the cover for a single. Yeah, talking about Nepal versus Malaysia, it's always been a rivalry in the field, but off the field, we're very good friends. I still remember Suresh Navratnam. He was the captain then of Malaysia. He was a good medium pacer.
Nicely played there in the black foot. Lalit surely getting some bit of turn. Did you expect this kind of turn, Paresh, the first 15 overs?
Yeah, definitely. If you ball a bit slower and rip the ball, you'll get that turn. If you ball quicker, you'll not get that kind of a turn. That is what Ladit is trying to do, ball it a bit slower. Again, if you ball a bit flatter, ball doesn't turn that much. At the end of 15 overs, Malaysia, they are 68 for 1. Yeah, it's time for the drinks. We'll have a break here in the comment box. See you in a bit. Thanks.
Well, very good morning and a warm welcome back to Kathmandu. We're at the beautiful TU International Cricket Ground here in Kurdapur. Game number 1 of this ACC Men's Premier Cup. Really good start for Malaysia. Lost just the 1 wicket in Gulshan Kumar Jah picking up Abdul Shakur. And as you can see there, look at how hazy it is in the background at the moment. Our thoughts go out to anyone suffering with those forest fires, and we hope that maybe some rain will come up in the heavens overnight. We don't want it during the day. Andrew Leonard here, joined by Sharad Visakar. Sharad, so good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Very well, Andrew. Very good to see you back here in Nepal. Sandeep Lamisani coming in for his 3rd over.
Malaysia are going to be pretty pleased with the start as well, aren't they? Their big advantage in this tournament, of all the associate sides, the likes of Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, they might not have much experience of the local conditions. Malaysia are to the contrary. 2 tri-series here in the last 2 years. I commentated on one of those with you, Sharad. They are not to be underestimated, Malaysia.
Very rightly said, Andrew. Most of the guys have a lot of experience playing in Kathmandu. And some of the Malaysian players in the franchisee leagues as well in Kathmandu. So, rightly, they would be using that experience to their advantage.
Yeah, I think the other thing they will know, not just the experience of the conditions, it's the experience of the opposition. So they know that Sandeep Lamachani is the big threat. They know that if they keep him wicketless for his 10 overs, they're very much in this contest. And that's much easier said than done. And Sandeep just coming down and trying to rattle Ahmed Faiz a touch, trying to change things, a smile from both men.
Yeah. Probably getting Sandeep trying to get into the minds of Fayaz.
Nicely flighted leg break. Here's a turn on offer. Just day one. You have to remember, we've got 15 game days here, so it's going to be a huge workload through these pitches, both the TU ground where you're watching from here and also the Mulpani ground. It's dragged down, helped away. Going to be at least a couple of runs. May well go all the way to the rope. Gulshan Jah can't cut it off. This is what you get if you frustrate Lamachani. He goes searching for wickets, and Fayez punishes him around the corner.
Nicely played there by Fayaz. Half pull, half sweep. It's a very rank shot delivery by Sandeep standards. Yeah, probably trying to do something different, Sandeep. But that's the one I was talking about. The first googly ball for the day, probably, Andrew. And that's the 16th over done. Malaysia are 72 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. We need to be fast. Ready, coach? Who is the fastest? Whirling. Okay, whirling. Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्ड नै हो
This is the fastest.
A very watchful start. That's okay though, because the skipper is going to overrun a ball, and it's forced Nepal into changing something. Arif Sheikh, very much a part-time medium pacer, into the attack. It's from the Chobar end of the ground. What are your expectations for Nepal coming into this tournament? The emotions and the drama of the 30 days between February 14th onwards and that journey to Zimbabwe, it overcame the whole nation, really. Is it almost difficult to come back now and start again, start afresh?
Well, the expectations are high as always, but with the confidence and the form Nepal are in, probably they'll take that confidence into the tournament, and definitely they are the favorites for winning this competition on home soil. Won't be easy for other teams to come up against them.
And you're someone who's played in an awful lot of these competitions. These Asian Cricket Council pathway events, also the T20 World Cup pathway events. They're cutthroat, they're ruthless. You have one bad day, you can find yourself out of contention. Why is it that Nepal have had some difficulties through particularly this Asian Cricket Council Premier League? Why have they never qualified for an Asia Cup before?
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, but on those tournaments, Hong Kong and UAE have always beaten us. Sadly, but this time I hope they're going to come one better than them. First reach the finals, that must be their primary target, and then look to win from there.
The final is going to be on the 1st of May, a May Day date with destiny potentially for the home side or for whoever gets there. The prize, it doesn't really get much bigger in cricket. Go to the Asia Cup, take on India and Pakistan in 50 over games, mere days or weeks ahead of the full 50 over World Cup in India. And whilst it might not be possible for Nepal or whoever wins this tournament to go and beat India or Pakistan, just that occasion, just that exposure for all, whoever the associate side is that qualifies is going to be massive.
Absolutely. Andrew, it's a massive, massive tournament and massive opportunity for the winning team. It's as big as a World Cup for me, like if you talk about it, maybe you don't even get an opportunity to play against India or Pakistan in the World Cup as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's one way to look at it. You talk about what all of the associate sides are crying out for. It's exposure, it's opportunity. And that's what I think great credit you've got to give to the Asian Cricket Council, the pathway and the structure they've put in place, not just for men's cricket, not just for women's cricket, but for youth cricket as well. We've seen an under-16 tournament over the last couple of weeks. The UAE triumphed in. We see the Women's Asia Cup going from strength to strength. Real opportunity for all of the members to get that exposure to improve their cricket. And that will come about here in Nepal again. End of the 17th over. 4 runs come from that one. It's 76 for 1. Multitask for 2 seconds.
लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस। यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ। वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
Lamachani to continue. Tell us about this ground, Sharad. You used to bowl some off breaks as well. Which end did you prefer to operate from as a spinner? I often see Lamachani maybe have most of his success from the far end, the Chobar end, but he's bowling here from the pavilion end.
Yes, exactly. There must be something in the captain's mind to bring him from this end, probably trying to get something from the footmark areas from the right-handed bowler where Sompal bowled from. Yeah, the leg side being a slightly longer boundary than the offside. I've always felt that the thrower end is always the end to go for when you're bowling because of the sun's rays, and that becomes difficult for the batter to face even more.
The dimensions of the ground as well, it tends to be straight that the runs are coming from. And those runs are because of a 55-60 metre straight boundary. We're also up at elevation, 1400, maybe 1450 metres. Another drag down from Lamachani. So that's something that very much comes into play. We're pretty much in the middle of the square. Maybe it's a slightly bigger boundary to the leg side, and that could have come into the mind of the captain. That's why he's bowling Lamachani from the pavilion end.
Yes, probably with all his googlies, Sandeep trying to protect the left side boundary. Getting that slight advantage on his favor. Slightly over-pitched and square driven there by Fayaz for another single.
And you can immediately see the amount of cricket that Fayaz in particular, I think he's captained every game in the last couple of years that Malaysia have played against Nepal, including those 2 T20I tri-series. There's great relations between the Cricket Association of Nepal and the Malaysian Cricket Association. They love their time here. But all that experience, all that knowledge of facing Lamachani is coming to the fore for the captain. And he's trying to get through Lamachani's 10 threatening overs. And they'll look to score off the likes of Kami and Jat. Maybe even Dipendra Singh Airi when he comes into the attack. It's all looking very comfortable right now for Malaysia. They're going well. 18 overs bowled, 78 for 1.
So it's Arif Sheikh again from the Chobar end for the 19th over in the first innings. Yeah, after the last game of the series qualifier against UAE, our team had 2 weeks layoff. Nice break between those times, and they had probably had a good rest in between, good recovery.
Well, some of the players had a rest, others were climbing up mountains. So it was a Karen KC, Kushal Bertel, and they weren't small mountains either. Carved away, going to be runs and 4 of them. Too much width from Arif Sheikh, particularly at his pace. It was airborne. Kushal Bertel was interested for a moment, but it scampers away for 4. Fayez playing a great hand here, the Malaysian skipper.
Fayez very strong, square of the wicket, getting that width, free his arms. Yeah, over pitched and rightly utilizing that width for another boundary, going almost at a strike rate of 100. Fayez.
Tell us about those mountains. It's something you've got a family connection with, of course. Your wife is hopefully not getting this wrong in her. She's climbed some of the biggest ones, isn't she?
Oh yes, she has climbed the Everest. And talking about those trekking sessions, Dipendra, Kushal and Avinash went for. They went around the ABC trek, which is one of the famous Annapurna ranges trek in Nepal. You can see a lot of tourists coming in this season as well.
Is that the one that you start in Pokhara, is it? And you work your way around up towards what, Annapurna base camp eventually? You go past beautiful frozen lakes, that sort of stuff?
Oh yes, I have experienced that trek as well. You don't get much of frozen lakes there, but you definitely see a lot of snow mountains. And you just go past by that fishtail mountain that you see in the Pokhara, from the Pokhara cricket ground actually. So you first have to go towards the Machapusri base camp, and after crossing that, then you get to the Annapurna base camp, which is a 2 hours walk from there.
This is all walking rather than climbing, is it?
Yes, it's all walking. It's all walking, but it's a nice trek. I mean, it's not that tough for athletes especially. With the 19th over done, Malaysia are 84 for 1.
Lifebuoy hand washले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Johnny to continue. Slow and tempting through the air. Andrew Leonard here with you. Back in Kathmandu here for every ball of this ACC Men's Premier Cup. I've got Sharon Visakar with me, the former men's national team player. Sharon, you still playing much? What's your little roadmap coming up? Are you going to play an awful lot going forward? You're going to coach, or what are you going to do?
I'm just taking one day at a time, Andrew. I'm just like not thinking much ahead. I'm thinking in the same lines what the coach has taught me, actually, Monty sir. As they talk about those one ball battles, so I'm just thinking on those lines too, one day at a time probably. I just came back from a recent tour to Biratnagar and Janakpur. I wanted to experience some domestic cricket. What fantastic 2 weeks I had. I mean, I was amazed to see the talents around the country actually, Andrew.
Tell us about that cricket. That's domestic stuff going on in some of the provincial cities. I've been to Barrow myself. I was impressed down there. And is this mainly T20 cricket you're talking about?
Yes, so there were 3 tournaments going on. Just one after another, 3 T20 tournaments between clubs from Nepal and India. Some good teams from India actually, from the Bihar side, where MS Dhoni belongs from actually. So, yeah, there was really good talent being able to be coming up on those regions as well.
Yeah, great to see the game growing across this wonderful country. End of the 20th over. Good tight over that one from Lamachani. It's 84 for 1.
यहाँ बैठ के लगाउँ न बैठ के ठ्याक्क पानी हमले नाचो हो ठ्याक्क छ यहाँ पानी चढाएर चम्मा लगाउँ न यो चक्कर लगाउँ जो जहाँ भए वहाँ त भयो क्यूट हेरो रे माटन टफरी गेम देखाइदिनु होला टफरी गेम देखाइदिनु अपन बैटरी हो रहा यार क्यों फिर यार तो यार मत जाओ मैं फ्री फायर देखा अब वही देर को फ्री फायर देखा
Shared, one of the things I've always been fully aware of with this Nepali side, there's never been a lack of talent. There's always been talent there. Historically, not in recent times, the batting has struggled at points, outside of maybe yourself and the iconic Paris Kadka. Gyanendra Mala at many stages. There hasn't been many consistent run scorers. That seems to have changed. What is it within this new group, within Monty Desai's era, that's really given the side a winning mentality and a consistency that we haven't seen probably before over the last 5 to 10 years?
Exactly. He has done something differently. I don't know if I can share the secrets with you, Andrew, but I myself had an opportunity to experience those sessions, those team building sessions where he used to focus on some bit of yoga as well. If you know, he's a big time follower of Sadhguru and Gaur Gopal Das, who are the spiritual leaders of this world right now, famous personalities, and he's bringing that touch of spirituality in the cricket team as well to handle those emotions and fluctuating mindsets. And I think those things has really helped the cricket team, the Nepal team, to bring their potential to their best. Actually, you can see guys bringing their 100% into the field, and that's what we want.
Yeah, I think he's been very clear on the fact he wants a happy camp, a happy dressing room, and without getting into any details in previous eras, there has been difficulties, there's been some mixed leadership and